this is his very first piano lesson. And we're both very excited about this because while Jacob is learning how to play the piano, I get to also instruct the online audience, and that means you get to learn the piano along with Jacob. So the first thing that we're going to do today is talk about proper piano technique. And what that means is that when we sit at the piano, we want to make sure that we're sitting properly so that we don't put a lot of strain on our back or our neck, our shoulders. So Jacob is sitting really great right there. I'm going to scoot the bench a little closer for him because it was set for my legs and not his. So we want to sit on the front half of the piano bench. And Jacob, I'm going to have you scoot over just a little bit because you want to be kind of centered in the piano. Okay. And my piano has the word Yamaha right there on it. Most pianos have a word on it that kind of indicates the center of the piano. And so Jacob, the first thing we're going to do is kind of see where our arms meet. So go like this. Just put your fists in front of you. Okay, you can scoot a little closer. There we go. We want to be able to have a nice bend in your elbows, so you're just right there. And then a nice straight back, just like you're doing. And now we're going to have his feet planted right in front of him, like that. Because eventually you'll be playing the pedals on the piano down there. So we want to get used to having our feet kind of out in front of us. Now I'm going to show you how to place your hands on the keys. So I like to imagine that there's a bubble under my hand. So if you want to just take your hands and place them on the keys like there's a little bubble underneath. You don't want to pop that bubble. So just kind of round your fingers and place them on the keys. Yeah, that looks really good. So his wrist is not dropping down, it's not popping up. It's just nice and straight like that. Let's try it with your left hand now, Jacob. Okay, really good. So that's something that you'll want to practice each day, is sitting up straight and tall at the piano, having your feet in front of you and your hands just like that. You want to be on the front half of the bench, just like this. So the next thing that we're going to do is learn how to play the keys. So there's a technique for this as well. I have my nice rounded hand position, and I'm going to just push down with my thumb, just like this. Go ahead and try that, Jacob. I'm going to have you be in, this is called C position. And it's right in the middle of the keyboard. Your thumb is on middle C. Good job. Okay, so Jacob played that nice and softly. Now I'm going to ask you, Jacob, to play it as loud as you can. With that same technique, try and keep your hand nice and rounded and just play that key nice and loud this time. Okay. Good, very good. Okay, so now we're going to try that with our left hand on that same key, middle C. You've got your nice rounded hand position, so now we're just going to play with our thumb. Nice and loud. Good. And now try playing it softly. Awesome. Which is harder, soft or loud?
Softer.
It is harder, isn't it? What do you think? Is it harder to play it loud or soft? The next thing that we're going to do is find the black keys on the keyboard. They are in groups of 3 and groups of 2. So at the top of the keyboard, we're going to play starting at the top, we'll play all the 3 black keys together. And all the way down. You might have heard about the musical alphabet. And in music, we start on A and end on G. So it doesn't go all the way through the alphabet, it just goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it starts over. So we've learned where C is, which is the white key just to the left of the 2 black keys. So if you go down 2 keys, that's where the musical alphabet starts, on A. So here's C, next to the 2 black keys. We're going to go down 2 white keys, and that's A. So the musical alphabet starts on A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it starts over. Okay?
Okay.
So let's try it down here. Find C first. Here's C right next to the 2 black keys, and that happens to be middle C because it's in the middle of the piano, right by the letters here. And then we'll go down 2 and find A. There's the beginning of our musical alphabet. So let's go, starting with A, let's go all the way up to the next A. So here's our A. Start there and play each one. There's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we start over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Something that you can do this week when you're practicing the musical alphabet is practice saying it backwards. So you could start on A, G, F, E, D, C, B, and so on. You can find all of the F's on the keyboard. So we know that the F's are just right to the left of the 3 black keys. So there's F, 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 F. We know where C is, right? You can practice finding C. You can practice finding what comes after C.
B. No. D.
Yeah. Let's find the D's, starting right here and then going down. So here's our D right between the 2 black keys. Go ahead and find all the D's.
Okay.
Great. So you want to be really familiar with the musical alphabet and be able to just pick out any note on the keyboard and know what it is. G, D, E, F, C, A, B, E, like that. So you can challenge yourself, kind of make it a game. Jacob brought with him to piano lesson today this green binder, and it has some loose lined paper in it, and also some sheet protectors, so that as he starts to learn piano music, we can add sheet music into that. And what I did is I just wrote down 3 things for Jacob to practice this week. The first thing is to practice properly sitting at the piano. So we talked about proper technique, right? And the second thing is to find all the black keys in groups of 3s and 2s on the keyboard, starting at the top, going to the bottom. You could do from the bottom to the top too. And then the third thing is to practice the musical alphabet so that he's really, really comfortable and familiar with that. He's going to be placing his hand in C position on different octaves of the piano. And when I say octave, that just means that the keys are made up of groups of 8, and so we can put our hand in different positions, and those are called different octaves. So that takes care of the first lesson. I asked Jacob if he would practice each day, for even if it's just a few minutes each day. That's better than practicing for a long time only once a week, because we start to see more progress in students that practice every day. And finding the same time every day is really helpful too. So Jacob, have you decided what time of the day works best for you to practice?
Probably 2 o'clock or something.
2 o'clock, so after lunchtime is a good time for you. Okay, some people like to do it right after they brush their teeth in the morning, or after they have a snack after school. But the important thing is just to find a time of the day that works for you, and then stick with it and make it a habit so that you're doing it every day. All right, we're finished. Good job.